We're proud to present Seller Sessions live in London, where we'll be flying in some of the world's most advanced Amazon educators. The event will be held at the prestigious David Game Keynote Theatre. Alongside myself will be Evelyn Demirov, who is known for breaking lots of trends on Amazon, Anthony Lee, one of the early innovators of the blast ranking method and published author. We'll also be flying in show favourites Liran Hirschkorn and Paul Harvey. Over the coming weeks, we'll be announcing more speakers and content. So, if you want to join in the fun with other super smart Amazon sellers and brands, then visit sellersessions.com/live and grab super early bird tickets before they go to full admission. We'd like to say a big thank you to all of our media partners, which include GS1 UK, Web Retailer, River Cleaner, Sixleaf, Orange Click, and Amazing Freedom. We look forward to seeing you all in London on June 1st. Hey guys, welcome back to Seller Sessions. Again, I bring back Paul Harvey. Hey Paul, how you doing?
Hey Danny, good yourself?
Yeah, good. So in the last episode, we covered how to set up the pixel and create the audience off of those. And so this one, we're talking about creating custom conversions. So Do you want to get things underway for us?
Yeah, so pretty much in the last episode, we discussed how to set up a pixel. And when we set up a pixel, it comes with the default conversions, which are like add to cart, search, all those things. But now maybe you want to add your own custom conversions. But before we do that, we first need to understand is that there's a whole bunch of software out there that actually enables you to add your pixel to a link. What I mean by that is, for example, let's say on your insert in your Amazon products, they get the insert and you say to them, please go to this website, and then the URL is www.mytoys.com/secret sale. Something like that, something enticing. Maybe they want to get their warranty, or maybe they want to get some feedback, whichever. And now what you can do is that everyone that types in that link, you can actually create a pixel fire. So that's quite nice now, because if we can create a pixel fire off that, then we can actually remarket to those people, we can create an audience of those people, and there's a whole bunch of cool things to do that. Now, we need software to make it happen. And I use Rocket Link. And only reason I use Rocket Link is because I got it on an AppSumo deal for like $20, and it's just simple, that gets the job done. But right now, a new platform, Pixel Farmy, they do the same thing. So basically what they do is that you log into their site, and then they ask you, what is your Pixel ID? You then give them a Pixel ID, and then you can create any URL, any domain. And every time someone hits that link, there will be a pixel fire because they've embedded the Pixel ID into that link.
Okay, so let's talk about the practical use for an Amazon seller with the product. Walk me through why you would use it and how you're measuring with it.
So pretty much, here's the problem is that if we were purely e-commerce sellers not doing Amazon and just doing our own websites, we don't really need to do it because we have all the events and the data on our website. All the
Google Analytics or other high level paid for packages, isn't there? You've got Event Jar and things like that as well.
But but Amazon takes that away, as we're not allowed to. We never get the Amazon Pixel. I wish we could. It would be a game changer if we did, but we can't do that. So basically, we can track everything up to the point before they purchase or before they arrive on Amazon. So what you can do is basically in your funnel, so in your sales flow, in your sales funnel, whether that's through a messenger bot or maybe just a funnel with landing pages, so on and so forth. The very last point, when you send them to Amazon, so you're giving them a coupon code, the very last point you send them to Amazon, that link, you'll pixel that link. You use Pixel Farmy or Rocket Link, and you create a link there, and that every time they hit that link, they will then go to Amazon. So then you know that this is as close as possible to being a pixel firing on Amazon.
Yeah.
And now that we have this, we say, okay, these people purchased on Amazon. So these people, or we assume a good portion of them purchase on Amazon. So what we can do now is that we can retarget this link to create a new audience and also create a lookalike audience based off that.
Mm-hmm.
So all you would do now is when you create a custom conversion, that URL you create on Pixel Farmy or Rocket Link, you actually paste that URL into the custom conversion, and then you name it, and also you give it a category. So what does this do? For example, is that because this would be pretty much the step before they buy on Amazon, I would say maybe it's add to cart or maybe a search. You can pick any category as long as it's closely related to what you're trying to achieve.
Makes sense. All right, so let's walk through those steps now then. So under, is it Events Manager? You go into select.
Yeah, so basically is that what you do is you go to businessforfacebook.com and then you click on the download, the drop down box, and you look for custom conversions, open it up, select your ad account, and you then click on create custom conversion.
Yeah.
And then now we're going to pick the event. So all we're going to do now is that we can either pick all URL traffic, or with some of the standard events we already have, the things that came
let's go through these events. So you've got lead, purchase, view count, add to cart, initiate checkout, all in reverse order there.
Yeah. So you choose one of those. I always go with all URL traffic, and then now you need to include the URL. So literally over here, you will just paste your URL right over there, and then you will name it. So basically now you're creating a custom conversion of anyone that's clicked on that link.
Yeah.
You will then get a custom conversion. Now, that's really cool. But the thing is now is that the reason we do this is because eventually what you want to do is that when you're creating your Facebook ads, when you're doing your targeting, you want to say to Facebook, I want the ad to convert according to people that have most likely clicked this button in the past.
Yeah.
But now, so that essentially is kind of grooming and training your pixel. So now is that if we have, let's say, we have maybe about 50 people that have clicked your link, that may be enough to run a custom, a conversions Facebook ad, but it might not be because it's still not groomed enough. So what I say is that I keep that going. What I do is when I'm running my ads, I never touch the custom conversion. I set it up in the beginning, but then I never touch it until I'm getting at least 300-400 pixel fires, because then it's more groomed. And once I have that, I create a conversions ad on Facebook, and then the targeting I say according to this conversion, which would be the conversion I created right now, which would be whatever I named it, and then I do my normal targeting. I can run a target like Amazon.com, people that like Amazon.com, and the niche they're interested in, according to that custom conversion. And that's essentially it, how we'd work into that.
Cool. And so obviously we said earlier, you're going to add a category as well, and you put a value to it. So with the value, you're basically putting in there the availability of funds that you got to break even in terms of. So
for the value there is basically is that if you're getting a purchase, so if your product costs $20, you put the value there of 20. So that if someone, so if you had a normal Shopify site, your add to cart value there would be 20. Because
so you're using gross. You're not putting the margin you've got.
No, not at all.
You put the gross value of the product. Yeah. Awesome.
And also is that I never really play with that too much because we can't track it. We can't be exact. If you had your own site, then you could track it and you give exact values down and get then you would know exactly your Facebook ads, how much money you're spending, and what value they're bringing in terms of sales. But we can't do it on Facebook, so on Amazon, because there's just too much. So they just don't let us track that stuff.
Gotcha. And so when, once this is all set up, how do people go back and review these custom conversions, and what kind of data are they looking at? Because I can see here that you got like the status in the background on yours, one are active, one has no recent activity. So give us a breakdown of these.
So let me show you here. So I'm just going to load this page up.
No worries.
Okay, so what I recommend to everyone, when you're looking into an ads manager account to look at how your ads performed, what I recommend is in the columns field to actually customize your columns. Don't use the default columns they give you because there's a lot of data they're simply not including there.
Yeah.
To customize your columns, and what I do as well is that I then pick the conversion I just created as one of the columns. So now you can see that conversion actually appearing on your data. You can see, for example, in my one ad I'm looking at over here, I can see is that one day or for this campaign I got like 15 pixel fires in that link, or 17 or whichever. And now I can see, great, I keep running these ads all the time. And now I can see in total, I've had 125 pixel fires on that conversion. Still not enough, but I'll carry on running my ads until I'm growing that to about 300-400, and then I would run a custom conversion pixel.
Gotcha. Makes total sense. So give us a top down before we go.
So first thing is obviously make sure your pixel is set up, and then go into your custom conversions. Actually, the very beginning, first make sure you have software that can create the pixel fires for you in a URL. Pixel Farmy or Rocket Link do it, set it up. The second thing is take that pixel and take that link, and where you're going to use it. Are you going to use it on an insert, on a landing page, in a bot flow? What are you going to use it on? And whatever you can use it on, put it in the bot flow, and then set up the custom conversion. And that's important because if you don't set up the custom conversion, if you forget about it and try to go back, Facebook cannot go back and record stuff from the past.
Yep.
So it's important to do it now, and then kind of set it up now and then just forget about it, and then come back to it days or weeks later, and then see how many buyers you've had, and then you can start creating those type of ads.
Makes sense. Cool. What's the best way people can reach you?
Best place is probably my website, which would be epsilonicommerce.com.
Cool. Guys, don't forget, Paul will be at Seller Sessions live in London on June 1st. We still got early bird tickets, so go over to sellersessions.com/live and grab some tickets there. I'll see you again in the next few days, so take care.